Good day. Here I am, evening walk. It's quite a calm evening. We had rain all night, and today, I don't know if it was a lot, but any moisture is good, I guess. Keep saying that, and I have such control over the weather. So I want a cool summer this year, not a hot one, just a cool summer. That's about 10 degrees right now. My left foot has been barking like a dog again. So I just did some stretching before I left. And I'm just kind of going to go on a casual walk tonight. May not be that great in the way of pace and mileage, but that's okay. I didn't walk last night, which seems to be par for the course. I did do a little bit of a walk today around the mall. Lots of geese in this area. I think it's mainly because the stormwater ponds and stuff at the golf course. Noisy cobra chickens. So I'm just going to walk around the ponds, kind of at my own pace. And let's see how far we get today. If it turns out to be too short a video, I'll just probably do it in two pieces. Part one could be today, and part two could be tomorrow, or it won't be tomorrow. We're going out for dinner. Or maybe Thursday. We'll see. Sometimes you just got to do what you can. But you also got to push yourself to get out here too. It's kind of what I'm doing tonight. I could have just as easily stayed on the couch. Things have been so hectic and shitty at work these last couple weeks that at the end of the day I'm just kind of burnt out, so makes it hard to get motivated. And I stupidly forgot to turn on Runkeeper. This is becoming too much of a habit now. I need to cut that out. Kind of a nice image through the trees here. Oh, there it is. The coveted mundane man effect. I was in a meeting today, and the manager running the meeting said, you know, we're here to ask questions. That's the whole point of this gathering here. And you know the old adage, there are no stupid questions. Oh, there's a lot of stupid questions. And you get too many people in a room or in a meeting, and there just ends up being way too many suggestions, opinions, questions about things that they don't even know about. It's like, just stand down and shut the fuck up. How about that? Just because there's a director in the meeting doesn't mean you need to be all yappy and trying to flex your little wiener. Oops, I went on a rant there again. Sorry. I think what's worse is directors who are far removed from a situation asking questions about things they have no idea about because they're afraid to make a decision that may impact their bonus. Sometimes I think bonus programs are the worst thing because everybody's doing everything they can to make sure their bonus is the biggest of the year and not making good decisions because of it. Oh well. I'm just a minion, so I gotta go with the flow. Lots of sirens going on today. All around me. They're not in the residential neighborhood right now, but they're all over the place. Look how close these houses are together. Man, I wish they would change the zoning, that houses had to be even one more foot apart than that, which I don't know if it would help with fire protection if one goes up, but they're just so close. Well, that snow did not waste any time disappearing. Brown, brown, brown. Quite peaceful out for just after 7 p.m. 1900 for you Europeans and such. Can hear a fair amount of noise from the highway, but it's certainly not deafening. Just the wind bringing that noise over, I think. Wide open, ice-free ponds now. Couple geese, couple ducks. Everyone seems happy. Sun right in my face. I should have probably worn my sunglasses, but I didn't. Well, I can safely say the walking it off mantra ain't working tonight. My ankle is sore. Boo-hoo. There are some strange people out and about. Even in a residential neighborhood. Crazy lady passed me. Company had to add extra security downtown because I guess we have a rideshare pickup location at our building, and somebody got clubbed over the head or something while they were trying to get into their rideshare. That's in downtown Edmonton. So things are not getting any safer in this city, no matter what the statistics say. Pretty sad when you gotta add security just so you can get into a taxi or a Uber. Well, still a little bit of ice on the surface over there. Such a bleak looking time of year. Not my favorite time of year with all this brown dead stuff. Won't be long before everything greens up though. Pretty much all the ducks disappeared though again. I don't know, do they head north or something? And this was just a layover for them? I am unaware of the migration patterns of birds. A few of the geese moved over here, I guess. Well, I figured out how to zoom. It only zooms to 2 times the normal range. Just trying to capture a duck or two here. There she is. Her chicken shit husband just flew away. There you are, you scaredy little bastard. Go protect your wife. Ducks with green heads. Does that make them mallards? And the ever-pervasive cobra chickens. The Canada goose. They're pretty calm right now. They must not have any chicks around, or they're not near their nest or anything. It's a veritable hinterland out here. If you're a Canadian, you'd get that reference. They were little snippets of commercials or shorts that you would have on TV back in the 70s talking about wildlife and birds and all that. Well, I walked around all the stormwater ponds over there near the golf course, and now I'm just slowly kind of making my way home. It's going to be all residential now. I think the temperature might have dropped a couple degrees. I'm just wearing my hoodie, and that was just barely enough. It's a real thin hoodie though. Plus I'm just more or less sauntering. I'm not really putting down a lot of effort on this walk. A little more than a week ago, this was all knee-deep snow from that big snowfall we had. Has everybody got the Tuesday night blues or something? Hardly anybody out and about. Which suits me fine, but it is a nice night. Yeah. One lone basketball player. That's about it. I was walking by somebody's house and I heard their sump pump go off, which just reminded me it's time to check mine, make sure it's still working. I try and check it every year. Look at this little rabbit. You can hardly see him. All brown. I guess spring is here because he's blending right into that brown grass. Well, just about home. I'll check my mileage, but this is probably just going to be first part of a few walks that might get stitched together. Well, that ended up being about a 3.5 kilometer walk. So not my goal of 5 kilometers in a day, but with my sore foot, I think that's still pretty good. And about 4,800 steps. So not a lot of videoing, so I think I'll just stitch this together with another one, like I said already. So we'll carry on with the next walk after this. Well, this is part 2. It's 2 days later. And you know what? I wasn't going to go out. Thought, nope, I didn't sleep worth a shit last night. I'm going to stay in. And then my leg was twitching, my foot was sore. So all that said to me, get out and move around, you lazy hump. So here we go. Probably won't go very far tonight, but let's get some steps under the old feet. I think I did 3,000 or 4,000 steps at work today, so it's not like I was just lounging, but let's see, it is windy, and I don't even know what temperature it is. What does my phone say? Let's see. My phone says it's still 15. It's usually wrong though. It doesn't feel like it's 15. Mind you, it could be just the wind. Well, let's just buzz around the block, see where it takes us, see what we see, and go from there. It is dusk right now. Never really tested the GoPro in low light conditions. We'll see how that does. I don't know if I'll be out long enough that it'll actually be dark. Sky looks kind of nice tonight. Looks like it's been painted. Just turned on Runkeeper. Good God, like, how long you been doing this and you can't remember to turn that stupid thing on? But anyways, it wasn't too far away from home, so maybe a 1/4 kilometer at the very most. Still a fair number of people out and about on a Thursday night at 8:30. Guess that doesn't mean much. Still nice and light. Gotta love that. Let's just keep heading west and pop into Secord, get off the busy road. The driving habits in this city, people are abysmal. There was a white SUV that had plenty of time to stop, and it wouldn't have even been a harsh stop. Just basically blew a red light. See that way too often than not these days. It's ridiculous. No Mundane Man effect tonight, but a bit of a sunset through the trees instead. Yeah, lots of people getting these LED lights. Definitely a nice to have. This Thursday laundry day, bleh, stinks everywhere. I don't know why they're waiting so long to open this field. Still building the building over there, so maybe that's why. Tonight, my wife was off teaching knitting, so I took out a while back I bought a shepherd's pie from Costco and froze half of it. Had that for dinner with some coleslaw. Way better than getting a half-assed meal delivered home, which had usually been my way to go. But it was nice. We went out for dinner last night with some friends, and Boston Pizza, which is a Canadian restaurant, or maybe just a Western Canada restaurant, I'm not sure. Passed some people there, so I didn't want to have them on the camera. Yeah, so the service was bad. I mean, the restaurant wasn't even that busy. I know the Oilers were playing last night, and they're a big supporter of the Oilers, but that should be no never mind. And we've had trouble with this one particular BP in the Hamptons before, where food and service quality are iffy at best. And I did notice that I usually order the jambalaya, which is basically fettuccine with some, you know, supposedly Cajun sauce, but I kind of hold off on that, and sausage and chicken. And the sausage, chicken, and shrimp, I don't know if I mentioned shrimp, but shrimp as well. And talk about skimpy on the on those fixins. And yeah, it was disappointing. So again, you know, you want to support these places, but bad service and smaller portions or lower quality food, it's like, may as well just stay home. More and more we're getting like that too. Back 20 years ago, we used to go out 5 days a week. And now, if we go out 1 day a week, that would be, no, maybe even 1 day every, we don't even go out actually. But if we even ordered in once every couple weeks, is really only going to be pizza now. That seems to be the only thing that shows up consistent. And the Canadian brew house off into the distance there, their food has kind of turned to shite too. Pretty sad that all the places close by to you are crappy. There's a we're just next to the brew house over there. There's a Vietnamese place, and their food is really good. But the price, holy cow! If I order just for myself, it's like $50. More boring old row houses. I noted that on the weekend when I was off to the north of us. Secord Park. I'm not sure what this building is. Kind of looks like a school. Keep thinking, how many schools do we need in this city? But the city's expanded, and I think they said they had like 90,000 new students last year or something. Like, holy cow. So far in dusk lighting, this camera doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Whatever that is using a lot of square footage. Usually if it's a new school, they have a sign up. Here we go. New K-9 Lewis Farm Secord School. Okay, let's head this way and start making our way back home. I hadn't intended to do a lot of distance tonight. Where the cranes are there, that's the new leisure center that they're building. A lot of amenities here, but yet they leave Winterburn Road as 2 lanes when it has enough volume, could easily be 4 lanes. Same with Weber Greens Drive. Yeah, let's throw all this shit up. Let's put in hundreds of apartments, seniors complexes, schools. But let's not have the roadways that get people in and out. Boy, am I ever ranty tonight. It's almost like we have a Chinook Arch. I know that's a southern Alberta or Calgary thing, but just the way there's that gap in the clouds at the horizon reminds me of a Chinook Arch we used to see in the winter in Calgary. Well, I used to see. I'm sure they still see it themselves. Anyone who lives in Calgary. Lots of construction everywhere still. This building doesn't look occupied yet. Not by anyone. Well, maybe there's a few people up there. It is good they're building more apartments though. For a while there, it seemed like there was nothing to rent. I'm sure glad I didn't have to be in that market. Rents I still think are a ridiculous price though. All kinds of things going in here. Physiotherapy, dentistry. Over there's a weed shop. liquor store. Why isn't there a daycare right next to that liquor store over there? Put it in the Petrocan here. You ever wondered what the tanks look like underground? There they are. It's either 3 tanks or 3 compartments. Yeah, somebody screwed up here. There's a liquor store, but why isn't the daycare 2 doors down from it? It is nice though to have lots of amenities so close to home now. Easily walkable. Oh yeah, Mary Brown's Chicken is another one of our go-tos. We find it way better than KFC. KFC is just like lard sticks. This week I spent my week at work downtown in my actual cubicle that has my name on it. Normally I work in the adjacent building next to the data center because it's kind of private and quiet there. My desk is like wide open. You're like in a bloody fishbowl. Low height cubicle walls, and you're practically eye to eye with your neighbor. I don't know how they think that that's you know, a good way to work. It's just constant noise everywhere. And they always say, oh, it's collaborative. Bullshit, because all these people are on Teams calls talking to everybody else. But what I did forget, as I was in a couple meetings with people, is I think I dropped a few F-bombs that maybe I need to be more aware of as I'm sitting over there. Well, I did manage to stay out till dusk, or dark. Still, the sun's still just peeking over the horizon over there. Not a very zen-like peaceful walk today. I was pretty much close to main roads, so lots of traffic, even at this time of night. But what am I saying? It's not like it's 2 in the morning. It's maybe close to 9 o'clock. Well, my phone says it's still 14 degrees. That ain't good. We're all going to burn in hell. Okay, we're just about home. We'll see how we did. Well, that was a 3.33 kilometer walk for 42 minutes. And my total steps for the day, 8,300 and something. So an okay day. Not meeting the 5 kilometer number, but you know, the walks, you know, I had to do around work probably would have got me up to 5 kilometers, if you want to count that. So that was okay. Until the next one.